The vast expanse of the Milky Way galaxy was home to an intricate tapestry of alien civilizations, each with its own unique culture, technology, and ambitions. At the heart of this galactic community stood the Galactic Council, a governing body comprised of representatives from the most advanced and influential species across the stars. On this particular day, the council members had convened for a crucial meeting, their faces etched with a mix of determination and curiosity. The topic of discussion: the recent discovery of a new primitive species known as humans, inhabitants of a small, unassuming planet called Earth. As the meeting commenced, the air was thick with a sense of both intrigue and dismissal. The council members, hailing from species that had long mastered the complexities of interstellar travel and energy-based technologies, eyed the holographic display depicting the humans with a mixture of bemusement and condescension. These humans are nothing more than a curious footnote in the grand tapestry of our galactic civilization, scoffed Grath, a towering reptilian representative from the Zirani Dominion. Their technology is crude, their societies are divided, and their weapons are little more than primitive projectile-based tools. They pose no threat to us whatsoever. Nods of agreement rippled through the council chamber as the alien delegates shared Grath's sentiment. However, one member remained silent, his large, reflective eyes studying the information presented with a thoughtful gaze. Zilloth, a slender, amphibious being from the Aquarian collective, had always been known for his cautious, pragmatic approach. Unlike his more dismissive colleagues, Zilloth recognized the value in keeping an open mind, even when faced with seemingly inferior civilizations. While it is true that the humans appear to be technologically behind our own species, Zilloth began, his voice soft yet commanding, we must not be too quick to underestimate them. Their adaptability and resourcefulness could prove to be assets, should we choose to engage with them constructively. Grath scoffed, his reptilian features twisting into a sneer. Engage with them? Zilloth, you cannot be serious. These humans are barely out of their primitive warring stage. What possible value could they offer to the Galactic Council? Zilloth raised a placating hand, his expression remaining calm and measured. I merely suggest that we approach this discovery with an open mind. The humans may surprise us, and it would be unwise to dismiss them outright. After all, every great civilization in our history was once considered primitive by those who came before. The other council members murmured amongst themselves, their expressions a mix of skepticism and begrudging acknowledgement of Zilloth's point. The amphibious representative knew that swaying his colleagues would be an uphill battle, but he was determined to at least sow the seeds of caution in their minds. Very well, Zilloth, said the council's presiding member, a towering insectoid creature known as Xanthus. We shall send a delegation to this Earth to make first contact with the humans and assess their potential more thoroughly. However, I caution you all, do not expect much from this endeavor. These humans are, at best, a curiosity. At worst, they may prove to be a nuisance. Zilloth nodded, his large eyes conveying a subtle sense of relief. Though the other council members remained unconvinced, he knew that this was a small victory. Perhaps, with time and careful observation, he could convince them to see the humans in a new light. As the meeting adjourned, the council members filed out of the chamber, their minds consumed by the implications of this new discovery. Zilloth lingered for a moment, his gaze fixed on the holographic display of the human homeworld, a faint glimmer of hope flickering in his heart. There is more to you, humans, than meets the eye, he murmured, before turning and following the rest of the council out into the vast, ever-changing tapestry of the galaxy. While the Galactic Council debated the significance of the newly discovered human civilization, the people of Earth were oblivious to the attention they had garnered from the stars above. Tucked away in various research facilities and military installations across the globe, a group of determined human scientists and engineers were embarking on a journey of their own, one that would soon shatter the Galactic Council's preconceptions about the capabilities of the human race. At the forefront of this endeavor was Dr. Emily Sinclair, a brilliant and ambitious physicist who had been tasked with leading the human reverse engineering project. Ever since the first contact with the alien species, Sinclair and her team had been granted access to a wealth of alien technology, including several examples of the Galactic Council's advanced energy-based weaponry. "These weapons are truly remarkable," Sinclair mused, her fingers deftly disassembling one of the alien devices. "The energy-based projectiles they fire are capable of piercing even the most fortified armor with ease. If we could replicate this technology, it would be a game-changer for our military capabilities." Surrounded by a team of eager young researchers, Sinclair pored over the schematics and inner workings of the alien weapon, her mind racing with ideas and potential solutions. Unlike the Galactic Council, who had dismissed the humans as little more than a primitive species, Sinclair and her colleagues were determined to prove their worth by mastering the intricacies of this alien technology. The key to replicating these weapons lies in understanding the fundamental principles behind their energy-based propulsion systems, Sinclair explained, her eyes gleaming with excitement. "If we can crack the code on how they generate and channel these concentrated bursts of energy, we may be able to create our own version of these advanced firearms." The research team nodded in agreement, their fingers flying across keyboards as they delved deeper into the complex schematics. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as the humans painstakingly studied every aspect of the alien technology, leaving no stone unturned in their quest for understanding. Meanwhile, in the upper echelons of the human military, the anticipation for the results of this project was palpable. General Alexander Garrison, a veteran strategist with a penchant for bold moves, had been closely monitoring the progress of Sinclair's team. "These alien weapons could be the key to securing our place in the galactic community," Garrison mused, his weathered features set in a determined expression. "If we can successfully reverse engineer them, it will give us a significant tactical advantage over any potential threats, both from within our own world and beyond." Garrison had seen the footage of the Galactic Council's energy-based weaponry in action, and he knew that if the humans could replicate even a fraction of that power, it could revolutionize the way they conducted warfare. The thought of going toe-to-toe with the alien civilizations, armed with their own advanced technology, filled the seasoned general with a sense of both excitement and trepidation. "We cannot afford to let this opportunity slip through our fingers," Garrison declared, summoning his top advisors. "Ensure that Dr. Sinclair and her team have all the resources they need to make this project a success. The future of humanity may very well depend on it." Back in the research lab, Sinclair and her team were making steady progress. Breakthrough after breakthrough, they inched closer to the goal of replicating the alien technology, their dedication and ingenuity fueled by the knowledge that they were not just creating a new weapon. They were forging a path to a future where humanity could stand shoulder to shoulder with the most advanced civilizations in the galaxy. As the months passed, the researchers' excitement grew palpable. They could feel the weight of the world resting on their shoulders, but they were determined to rise to the challenge. Finally, after countless hours of painstaking work, Sinclair let out a triumphant shout. "We've done it," she exclaimed, her eyes shining with pride. "We've successfully reverse-engineered the alien energy-based weapon technology. Now all that's left is to build a functioning prototype and test it." The research team erupted into cheers, high-fiving, and congratulating one another on their remarkable achievement. Sinclair, however, remained composed, her mind already racing with the implications of their discovery. "This is just the beginning," she said, her voice filled with a mix of determination and trepidation. "Once the Galactic Council learns of what we've accomplished, the world will never be the same." With the prototype weapons secure and the plans ready for mass production, Sinclair and her team prepared to present their findings to the highest levels of the human military and political leadership. The stage was set for a momentous confrontation, one that would shake the very foundations of the Galactic Council's perceptions about the human race. While the human researchers celebrated their remarkable breakthrough in reverse engineering the Galactic Council's advanced energy-based weaponry, the members of the Council itself remained largely oblivious to the seismic shift occurring on the distant planet of Earth. Preoccupied with the many pressing matters of the expansive galactic community, the Council members had all but forgotten about the primitive human civilization, their attention drawn to more immediate concerns. All that is, except for one. Zilov, the amphibious representative from the Aquarian Collective, had not been able to shake the nagging feeling that the humans were more than just a curious footnote in the grand tapestry of galactic history. Despite the dismissive attitudes of his colleagues, Zilov continued to monitor the developments on Earth, his large, reflective eyes scanning the incoming reports with a mix of curiosity and trepidation. "There is something about these humans that we are missing," Zilov mused, his webbed fingers tapping thoughtfully against the holographic display in his private quarters. "Their adaptability and resourcefulness cannot be ignored, even if the rest of the Council chooses to do so." As the days turned into weeks, Zilov's observations only served to heighten his concerns. Reports of the humans' rapid technological advancements, their ability to quickly assimilate and integrate alien technology, and their dogged determination to better understand the world around them all painted a picture that stood in stark contrast to the Council's dismissive assessment. "They are learning, growing, and evolving at a pace that far exceeds our initial projections," Zilov murmured, his brow furrowed in deep contemplation. "If we continue to underestimate them, we may one day find ourselves facing the consequences of our own short-sightedness." Determined to bring his concerns to the forefront, Zilov requested a private audience with Xanthus, the presiding member of the Galactic Council. The towering insectoid representative listened intently as Zilov laid out his observations, his mandibles clicking together in a contemplative rhythm. "You raise valid points, Zilov," Xanthus acknowledged, his deep, resonant voice filling the chamber. "However, the rest of the Council remains unconvinced. They believe that the humans pose no real threat, and that our resources would be better spent elsewhere." Zilov held Xanthus' gaze, his large eyes unwavering. "With respect, Xanthus, I believe we are making a grave mistake in dismissing the humans so easily. Their potential for growth and innovation is undeniable, and we cannot afford to ignore it." Xanthus regarded Zilov for a long moment, his expression inscrutable. "Very well, Zilov. I will bring your concerns before the Council once more, but I make no promises. The others may require more tangible evidence of the humans' capabilities before they are willing to reconsider their position." Zilov nodded, his slender frame straightening with a renewed sense of purpose. "Then I shall provide them with that evidence, Xanthus. I will continue to monitor the humans closely and report any significant developments." As Zilov departed the Council chambers, his mind was already racing with plans and strategies, determined to convince his colleagues of the true threat, or promise, posed by the human civilization. Meanwhile, on Earth, the human researchers were making rapid strides in their efforts to harness the power of the alien energy-based weaponry. Under the watchful eye of General Garrison, the team led by Dr. Sinclair had constructed a fully functional prototype, its sleek, alien-inspired design a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the human race. "This is it, people," Sinclair announced, her voice brimming with a mix of pride and trepidation. "We've done it. We've successfully reverse-engineered the alien energy weapon technology and created a working prototype." The research team erupted into cheers and applause, their excitement palpable in the air. Sinclair raised a hand, silencing the room with a solemn expression. "I know you're all eager to see this weapon in action, but we must remember the gravity of what we've accomplished here. These energy-based projectiles are far more powerful and destructive than anything our world has ever seen. We must proceed with caution and ensure that this technology is used responsibly." The team nodded in understanding, the weight of their achievements settling upon their shoulders. Sinclair turned to General Garrison, her gaze unwavering. "General, the prototype is ready. It's time to present our findings to the world." and the Galactic Council. Garrison's weathered features split into a grim smile, his eyes gleaming with a mixture of pride and determination. "Then let's show them what the human race is capable of," he declared, his voice resonating with a sense of purpose. "It's time to shatter the Galactic Council's preconceptions about us once and for all." As the preparations for the historic demonstration began, Xyloth continued his vigil, his intuition telling him that the events unfolding on Earth would soon have a profound impact on the course of galactic history. The stage was set for a confrontation that would irrevocably alter the balance of power in the vast expanse of the Milky Way. The Grand Council chamber of the Galactic Council was abuzz with activity as the alien delegates gathered for an unexpected demonstration. Rumors had been swirling for weeks about a new development on the distant planet of Earth, and the council members, some more reluctantly than others, had agreed to witness it firsthand. At the center of the chamber, a small platform had been set up, with a lone human representative standing beside a peculiar-looking device. Graf, the towering reptilian from the Zyrani Dominion, eyed the human with a mixture of disdain and curiosity. "So this is the great technological breakthrough the humans have achieved," Graf scoffed, his reptilian features twisting into a sneer. "It hardly looks more impressive than their primitive projectile weapons." The other council members murmured in agreement, their expressions a mix of amusement and disinterest. All except one. Xyloth, the amphibious representative from the Aquarian Collective, observed the proceedings with a thoughtful, almost apprehensive gaze. As the human representative cleared his throat, the chamber fell silent. All eyes were now fixed on him, ready to witness yet another display of the humans' supposed technological inferiority. "Esteemed members of the Galactic Council," the human began, his voice clear and confident. "We are here today to demonstrate a remarkable achievement, the reverse engineering of your own advanced energy-based weaponry." The council members exchanged puzzled glances, their expressions shifting from amusement to a growing sense of unease. Xyloth, however, leaned forward in his seat, his large eyes widening with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. "This device," the human continued, gesturing to the sleek, alien-inspired weapon on the platform, "is our answer to your energy-based projectile technology. We call it the Plasma Pulse Rifle." With a steady hand, the human representative gripped the weapon and pointed it towards a distant target, a reinforced metal plate that had been set up for the demonstration. "Observe," the human said, his finger tightening on the trigger. A brilliant flash of energy erupted from the barrel of the weapon, accompanied by a deafening crack that reverberated through the chamber. The council members watched, their expressions a mix of shock and disbelief, as the metal plate was shattered into a shower of glowing fragments, vaporized by the sheer power of the energy projectile. Silence hung in the air for a long, tense moment, broken only by the soft whirring of the human's weapon as it recharged. Graf, his reptilian features frozen in a mask of stunned disbelief, was the first to find his voice. "Impossible," he breathed, his hands gripping the armrests of his seat. "That power, that destruction, it cannot be." The other council members sat in stunned silence, their eyes wide and their mouths agape. Xyloth, however, remained composed, his expression a mix of vindication and concern. "I told you," Xyloth said, his voice soft yet commanding, "not to underestimate the humans. And now you have seen the proof of their ingenuity and technological capabilities." Xanthus, the presiding member of the council, rose from his seat, his towering insectoid frame radiating a sense of both awe and unease. "This is most unexpected," the Xanthus rumbled, his mandibles clicking together in a contemplative rhythm. "The humans have clearly surpassed our initial assessments of their technological prowess. We must reevaluate our approach to this civilization." Graf, his pride wounded by the display of human power, interjected, his reptilian features twisted in a scowl. "Reevaluate? Xanthus, you cannot be serious. These humans are still a primitive warring species. This plasma pulse rifle is merely a fluke, a fortunate accident. They are not worthy of our attention or respect. Xyloth fixed Grath with a steady gaze, his large eyes unwavering. Grath, you are mistaken. The humans have demonstrated a level of innovation and adaptability that we cannot ignore. If they are capable of reverse engineering our own advanced technology in such a short time, then they must be treated as a formidable potential ally or adversary. Xanthus raised a placating hand, silencing the growing debate. Enough. We shall convene a private session to discuss the implications of this demonstration and determine the appropriate course of action. For now, I believe it is prudent that we establish formal diplomatic relations with the humans and learn more about their motivations and capabilities. As the council members filed out of the chamber, their expressions a mix of unease, curiosity, and trepidation, Xyloth lingered, his gaze fixed on the shattered remains of the metal plate. "The humans have proven their worth," he murmured, a faint glimmer of hope in his voice. "Now, the true challenge begins, to forge an alliance that will benefit both our civilizations." With that, Xyloth turned and followed the rest of the council, his mind already racing with the possibilities that lay ahead. The Galactic Council chambers were filled with a palpable tension as the alien delegates gathered for an emergency meeting. The demonstration of the humans' energy-based plasma pulse rifle had shaken the very foundations of their preconceptions about the technological capabilities of the primitive species from Earth. Xanthus, the presiding member of the council, stood at the center of the room, his towering insectoid frame commanding the attention of all present. "We have convened today to address a matter of utmost importance," Xanthus began, his deep, resonant voice echoing through the chamber. "The humans have proven themselves to be far more technologically advanced than we had initially assumed." A murmur of unease rippled through the assembled delegates, with Grath, the reptilian representative from the Zerani Dominion, being the first to voice his objections. "Xanthus, surely you are not suggesting that we should grant these humans the status of a recognized galactic civilization?" Grath spat, his reptilian features twisted in a scowl. "They are still a young, warlike species, and their technological breakthrough was nothing more than a lucky accident." Xyloth, the amphibious representative from the Aquarian Collective, rose from his seat, his large, reflective eyes fixing Grath with a steady gaze. "Grath, you would do well to reconsider your stance," Xyloth said, his voice calm and measured. "The humans have demonstrated a level of innovation and adaptability that we cannot ignore. Their reverse engineering of our own energy-based weapon technology is a remarkable feat, one that speaks to their potential as a formidable ally or adversary." Grath opened his mouth to retort, but Xanthus raised a hand, silencing the chamber. "Xyloth raises a valid point," the presiding member stated, his gaze sweeping across the assembled delegates. "We must acknowledge that the humans have surpassed our initial expectations, and we cannot continue to dismiss them as a mere curiosity." The other council members shifted uncomfortably in their seats, their expressions a mix of reluctance and begrudging acknowledgement. "Then what do you propose, Xanthus?" asked Serena, a graceful, avian-like representative from the Stellar Confederacy. "If we are to take the humans seriously, how do we proceed?" Xanthus turned to face Xyloth, his mandibles clicking together in a contemplative rhythm. "Xyloth, you have been the most vocal advocate for the humans. What course of action do you recommend?" Xyloth straightened his slender frame, his eyes shining with a mixture of triumph and caution. "I propose that we establish formal diplomatic relations with the humans," Xyloth announced, his voice firm and unwavering. "We must learn more about their society, their motivations, and the true extent of their technological capabilities. Only then can we determine how best to integrate them into the galactic community." Grath scoffed, his reptilian features twisting in disdain. "Integrate them? Xyloth, you cannot be serious. These humans are still a primitive warring species. They are not ready to join the ranks of the advanced civilizations that make up the Galactic Council." Xyloth fixed Grath with a steady gaze, his expression uncompromising. "That is precisely why we must engage with them, Grath. We have the opportunity to guide them, to aid in their development, and to potentially forge a powerful alliance. The alternative is to continue to underestimate them, which could lead to disastrous consequences. The other council members murmured in agreement, their expressions a mix of reluctance and cautious optimism. Xanthus cleared his metaphorical throat, drawing the attention of the room. Zydaloth's proposal has merit. We shall dispatch a diplomatic delegation to the human homeworld, with the goal of establishing formal relations and assessing their potential as both allies and adversaries. Grath opened his mouth to protest, but a stern glare from Xanthus silenced him. This decision is final. We must adapt to the changing circumstances, or risk being left behind by this remarkable and potentially dangerous new species. As the council members filed out of the chamber, Xyloth lingered, a faint smile playing on his lips. He had known all along that the humans were more than just a primitive curiosity, and now his colleagues were finally seeing the truth of his convictions. The humans have surprised us, Xyloth murmured, his large eyes fixed on the holographic display of the blue-green planet that was the humans' home. Now, it is time for us to surprise them. With a renewed sense of purpose, Xyloth turned and followed the rest of the council, his mind already racing with the possibilities that the future held for both the humans and the galactic community as a whole. As the diplomatic delegation prepared to depart for Earth, the members of the Galactic Council found themselves grappling with a newfound sense of unease and anticipation. The humans had shattered their preconceptions, and now they were faced with the daunting task of forging a meaningful alliance with this remarkable and potentially formidable new species. The stage was set for a historic encounter, one that would forever change the balance of power in the vast expanse of the Milky Way galaxy. The arrival of the Galactic Council's diplomatic delegation on the human homeworld of Earth was a momentous occasion, marked by a mixture of cautious optimism and guarded suspicion. The humans, led by their most seasoned political and military leaders, approached the negotiations with a combination of ambition and trepidation. At the forefront of the human delegation stood President Eliza Wilkins, a seasoned stateswoman whose sharp intellect and unwavering resolve had earned her the respect of her peers. Facing the towering, alien representatives of the Galactic Council, Wilkins kept her expression composed, determined to project an air of confidence and authority. "Welcome to Earth," Wilkins said, her voice clear and measured. "We are honored by your visit and hope that our discussions will lead to a fruitful and mutually beneficial partnership." Xanthus, the presiding member of the Galactic Council, stepped forward, his imposing insectoid frame casting a long shadow over the human leader. "President Wilkins, we appreciate your hospitality," Xanthus rumbled, his mandibles clicking together in a gesture of diplomacy. "The Galactic Council is here to establish formal relations with your people and to better understand the true extent of your technological and societal capabilities." Wilkins nodded, her expression schooled into a mask of polite interest. "We are eager to share our knowledge and resources with the Galactic Council. However, we must also ensure that any agreement we reach is in the best interests of the human race." Grath, the reptilian representative from the Zerani Dominion, interjected, his reptilian features twisted in a faint sneer. "Surely, you do not expect to negotiate as equals with the Galactic Council, human. Your species has only recently discovered the wonders of interstellar travel, while we have been shaping the course of the galaxy for millennia." Wilkins met Grath's gaze unflinchingly, her eyes narrowing ever so slightly. "We may be a young civilization, but we have already proven our ability to adapt and innovate at a remarkable pace. The Galactic Council would do well to approach these negotiations with an open mind and a willingness to learn from us, just as we are willing to learn from you." Xyloth, the amphibious representative from the Aquarian Collective, stepped forward, his large, reflective eyes conveying a sense of cautious understanding. "President Wilkins, we recognize that this is a delicate and momentous occasion for your people. The Galactic Council is here not to assert our dominance, but to forge a partnership that can benefit both our civilizations." Wilkins regarded Xyloth with a measured gaze, a faint glimmer of hope flickering in her eyes. "Then let us begin by establishing the parameters of such a partnership," she said, her voice tinged with a hint of optimism. "What does the Galactic Council have to offer, and what do you hope to gain from an alliance with the human race?" The negotiations that followed were a complex dance of diplomacy, with both sides carefully weighing the potential risks and rewards of a formal alliance. The humans, emboldened by their recent technological breakthrough, with the energy-based plasma pulse rifle, sought to secure a strategic foothold in the larger galactic landscape, while the Galactic Council members grappled with the implications of welcoming a young, ambitious species into their fold. As the discussions progressed, both sides began to recognize the potential for a mutually beneficial partnership. The humans were eager to gain access to the Galactic Council's vast knowledge and resources, while the alien delegates were intrigued by the humans' resourcefulness, adaptability, and willingness to take risks. "Your energy-based weapon technology is indeed impressive," Xanthus acknowledged, his deep voice resonating with a mix of respect and caution. "If we were to share our own advanced technology with your people, what would you be willing to offer in return?" Wilkins considered the question for a moment, her mind racing with the possibilities. "We would be more than willing to share our own scientific and technological breakthroughs, as well as our unique cultural insights," she replied, her expression earnest. "In return, we hope to gain a foothold in the larger galactic community, and to forge partnerships that will allow us to explore the wonders of the stars." The Galactic Council members exchanged thoughtful glances, their expressions a mix of cautious optimism and lingering uncertainty. "This is a significant proposal, President Wilkins," Xyloth interjected, his slender frame straightening with a renewed sense of purpose. "The Galactic Council will need time to carefully consider the implications of such an alliance. However, I believe that, with open and honest dialogue, we can find a way to make this partnership work for the benefit of all." Wilkins nodded, a faint smile tugging at the corners of her lips. "Then let us continue our discussions, Xyloth. I am confident that, together, we can build a future where our two civilizations can thrive and explore the vast expanse of the galaxy." As the negotiations continued, the air in the room grew thick with a sense of both trepidation and anticipation. The human and Galactic Council representatives knew that the decisions they made in the coming days would have far-reaching consequences, not just for their own peoples, but for the entire galaxy. The alliance between the humans and the Galactic Council grew stronger with each passing day, as the two civilizations worked to overcome their initial skepticism and embrace the potential of their newfound partnership. President Wilkins and the Galactic Council delegates, led by the ever-pragmatic Xyloth, spearheaded the diplomatic efforts, navigating the complexities of cultural exchange and technological integration with a deft touch. "The humans have much to teach us," Xyloth remarked during one of the Council's private discussions. "Their problem-solving abilities, their willingness to take risks, and their innovative spirit are qualities that we would do well to emulate." Graf, the reptilian representative from the Zerani Dominion, still harbored a deep-seated distrust of the humans, but even he could not deny the tangible benefits that the alliance was beginning to yield. Their energy-based weapons have proven to be a formidable deterrent against potential aggressors, Graf conceded, his reptilian features twisting into a grudging expression of respect. "And their expertise in certain scientific fields has helped us make breakthroughs of our own." Xanthus, the presiding member of the Galactic Council, observed the evolving relationship between the humans and his fellow delegates with a mixture of satisfaction and caution. "We must continue to tread carefully," the towering insectoid warned. "The humans' ambition and resourcefulness are admirable, but we cannot afford to become overly dependent on their technological prowess. The balance of power in the galaxy must be maintained." President Wilkins, for her part, approached the alliance with a sense of cautious optimism. She recognized the immense value of the Galactic Council's knowledge and resources, but she was also keenly aware of the need to protect the interests of the human race. "This alliance is a two-way street," Wilkins told her advisors. "We must ensure that we gain as much as we give, and that our people reap the benefits of this partnership. Together, the humans and the Galactic Council work to address common challenges, such as the threat of hostile alien factions and the exploration of uncharted regions of space. The humans' unique problem-solving abilities and their willingness to take risks impress the Council, further solidifying their newfound respect for this once underestimated species. The humans have a knack for finding innovative solutions to even the most complex problems, Xyloth remarked, his large, reflective eyes shining with a mixture of admiration and wonder. Their energy-based weaponry is merely the tip of the iceberg. I foresee a future where our two civilizations can achieve remarkable feats side by side. As the alliance deepened, the Galactic Council began to integrate more of the humans' technological advancements into their own systems, further enhancing their capabilities. The energy-based plasma pulse rifles became a formidable deterrent against potential aggressors, and the humans' expertise in fields like quantum computing and advanced materials science led to breakthroughs that revolutionized the way the Council approached various challenges. The humans have proven themselves to be worthy partners, Xanthus declared during a special session of the Council. Their ingenuity and adaptability have not only impressed us, but have also served to strengthen the Galactic Council as a whole. Graf, still somewhat skeptical, nevertheless acknowledged the tangible benefits of the alliance. I must admit, the humans' contributions have been more substantial than I had initially anticipated. The reptilian representative conceded, his scales shimmering with a faint hint of grudging respect. Perhaps we were too quick to dismiss them as a mere curiosity. Xyloth, ever the pragmatic voice of reason, simply nodded, a faint smile playing on his lips. The true strength of any civilization lies not in its technological prowess, but in its ability to adapt and grow, the amphibious delegate observed. The humans have shown us that they possess both the will and the means to become a formidable force in the galaxy. As the humans and the Galactic Council continued to work in tandem, their partnership blossomed into a mutually beneficial relationship that would echo through the annals of galactic history. The energy-based weaponry that had once shocked and awed the Council became a symbol of the humans' potential, a reminder that even the most primitive-seeming civilizations could rise to greatness with the right combination of determination and innovation. In the far-flung corners of the Milky Way, the whispers of the humans' remarkable ascent began to spread, igniting a sense of both awe and trepidation among the various alien races that made up the galactic community. The once dismissive perception of the human race had been shattered, replaced by a newfound respect and a growing awareness of their formidable capabilities. As the alliance continued to strengthen, both the humans and the Galactic Council looked towards the future with a renewed sense of optimism and purpose, ready to face the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead in the vast expanse of the galaxy. The Galactic Council's formal recognition of the human civilization as a valuable member of the galactic community was a pivotal moment, one that would echo through the annals of history for generations to come. Xanthus, the presiding member of the Council, stood before the assembled delegates, his towering insectoid frame radiating a sense of both authority and pride. It is with great honor that we welcome the human race into the fold of the Galactic Council, Xanthus proclaimed, his deep, resonant voice filling the cavernous chamber. Their ingenuity, adaptability, and unwavering determination have proven them to be a formidable force, worthy of our respect and our partnership. Graf, the reptilian representative from the Zerani Dominion, shifted uncomfortably in his seat, his reptilian features twisted into an expression of grudging acceptance. The humans have certainly exceeded our initial expectations, Graf conceded, his scales shimmering with a faint hint of respect. Their energy-based weapons have become a valuable deterrent against potential aggressors, and their contributions to various scientific and technological fields have been substantial. Xyloth, the amphibious delegate from the Aquarian Collective, leaned forward, his large, reflective eyes shining with a mixture of triumph and cautious optimism. The alliance between the humans and the Galactic Council has ushered in a new era of cooperation and exploration, Xyloth declared, his voice measured and confident. Together, we shall venture deeper into the unknown, unlocking the mysteries of the galaxy and forging a future of unprecedented progress and discovery. As the delegates erupted into thunderous applause, President Wilkins, representing the human delegation, stepped forward, her expression one of humble gratitude. On behalf of the people of Earth, we are honored to be welcomed into the Galactic Council, Wilkins said, her voice clear and unwavering. This alliance is not just a celebration of our accomplishments, but a testament to the power of cooperation and the boundless potential of our two civilizations working in tandem. In the years that followed, the partnership between the humans and the Galactic Council only continued to grow stronger, as the two sides worked in harmony to address a multitude of challenges and opportunities. The energy-based plasma pulse rifles that had once stunned the Council delegates became a formidable deterrent against any potential aggressors, their sheer power and precision making them a crucial component of the galactic defense network. The humans' technological innovations have truly transformed the way we approach security and military operations, Xanthus acknowledged, his mandibles clicking together in a thoughtful rhythm. Their energy-based weapons have become an invaluable asset in our efforts to maintain peace and stability throughout the galaxy. Beyond the realm of military applications, the alliance between the humans and the Galactic Council bore fruit in countless other areas. The humans' expertise in fields like quantum computing, advanced material science, and bioengineering led to groundbreaking discoveries that revolutionized the way the Council approached challenges ranging from interstellar travel to the terraforming of distant worlds. The humans have shown us that there are always new frontiers to explore, new boundaries to push, Xyloth mused, his slender frame straightening with a renewed sense of purpose. Their willingness to take risks and challenge the status quo has inspired us to think beyond the confines of our own traditions and preconceptions. As the years turned into decades, the Galactic Council's respect and appreciation for the human race only continued to grow. The once dismissive perception of the humans as a primitive warring species had been shattered, replaced by a deep sense of admiration and a recognition of their immense value as allies and partners. The humans have proven themselves to be more than worthy of their place in the Galactic Council, Xanthus declared during a special session of the governing body. Their technological prowess, their innovative spirit, and their unwavering commitment to exploration and discovery have earned them a rightful seat at the table of the most advanced civilizations in the galaxy. Graf, who had once been the most vocal critic of the Human Galactic Council alliance, now stood as one of its staunchest supporters, his reptilian features softened by a newfound respect. "I must admit, I was wrong to underestimate the humans," Graf conceded, his voice laced with a hint of humility. Their energy-based weapons, their scientific breakthroughs, and their willingness to collaborate have made an indelible mark on the course of galactic history. As the Galactic Council and the humans continued to push the boundaries of exploration and discovery, the whispers of their alliance echoed through the far-flung corners of the Milky Way. Other alien civilizations, once wary of the humans' potential, now looked upon them with a mix of awe and cautious admiration, recognizing the formidable power that this new partnership wielded. The future of the galaxy had been irrevocably altered, and the human race had emerged as a force to be reckoned with, standing shoulder to shoulder with the most advanced civilizations in the cosmos. It was a testament to the power of innovation, determination, and the ability to forge unexpected alliances in the face of a vast and ever-changing universe.